Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. Adam, we just witnessed there was a hellacious KO in the end. Talk me through Dave Allen's win over Johnny Fisher.
Yeah, it was one actually we were almost standing up for at the end. Darren Barker especially, he's coached, one of the many people that have coached Dave Allen over the years. You know, it's extraordinary that the story of perseverance, the story of somebody who's been written off time and time again and got himself into a really great place. I think the fight in Saudi proved to Jamie that he really wanted it again, and he didn't get the decision out there. And tonight he got that. I think people were saying, even when they saw him at the weigh-in, that he looks overweight and he's not up for it. But you know, I've spent a lot of time with Dave Allen over the last few weeks and how hard he's trained for this, and it's a brilliant night for him. Johnny did well in 2 or 3 of the rounds. He was getting his jab going, but he never really made a dent in Dave. And you know, Dave used his experience to come forward and throw those body shots and get the guard down. And yeah, it was a big knockout win. And ironically, in the 5th round as well. You know, Johnny's just leaving now, Johnny Fisher. And I've spoken to him, and he's devastated, not just for himself, not for his people, for his friends and family. And I've said to him, he's let nobody down. He's sold his place out. He's a great guy. He'll be back, and you know, that's what boxing's about, especially at heavyweight.
Can you take me to that knockout moment? Do you think, well, at least from my vantage point, I thought that maybe it might not have been the correct call for the referee to let it continue. What did you think in that moment?
No, I thought that was it, done and dusted. And yeah, I think look, it's one of, cheers, Dave. See you soon. You know, it's one of those that at heavyweight, you know, when a fighter gets hurt, and you can see afterwards that Dave didn't even celebrate, right? He waited because Johnny needed a little bit of attention, and yeah, it was the right call. Dave Allen won by knockout, and you know, that's it. It was a Cinderella moment for him, winning a title for the first time in his life. So as happy as I am for Dave, as sort of gutted as I am for Johnny, he's a great bloke. He loves his people, and he should keep his head high. He's a courageous young man, and he'll come again. He's 26. You know, experience got him today, and Dave Allen deserves his night. If
you were to have the book on the matchmaking, who would you put Dave in with next?
That's a good question. Maybe someone like a David Adelaide, TKV, that type of opponent. But I think the key for Dave is he wants to get back to Doncaster, see his kids. And next week we've got a huge show on Friday night where he's got Joe Hayden and Stevie Levy, and he'll be back to his coaching role. He's a great guy. He's a brilliant man for boxing, and I'd love to see him in a homecoming in Doncaster or Sheffield, and yeah, against someone like that.
There was Hughie Fury was mentioned a few weeks back, so remember?
Yeah, maybe a Hughie Fury. There's so many heavyweights out there, and yeah, Dave deserves the fight nearer home. The Doncaster De La Hoya. He's a great bloke, and I'll tell you what, I think Johnny Fisher will be up there cheering him on. He'll probably spar with him for it. You know, they're great mates, and it's really good that they could put their friendship to one side to give us a great dust up. And Dave Allen wins the day, and Johnny's got to lick his wounds and come again.